Meet the man who hacked Jeopardy. Yes, indeed, it's true. Arthur Chu, recent Jeopardy champion, found out how to use the game theory to hack Jeopardy. So now, when you usually watch Jeopardy every night with Alex Trebek, you notice that usually the players, they pick a category and they go from the 200s all the way down to the big numbers. And what Arthur did in exchange for that, and it makes sense. So he says in his mind, or game theory would tell you, or statistics would tell you, in this particular instance, that there's the only way that a player can truly alter the game is by getting one of the daily doubles. And you know the daily doubles always fall in your lower three questions, or your hardest three questions. So what Arthur did was he hit the board at the lower three questions, boom, 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 trying to find the daily double, understanding that if he got the daily double, he then had the ability to control the game, and thus had a higher ability to win. The other thing that Arthur figured out, which is interesting, in Jeopardy, if two contestants tie, right, they both go on to the next round. So instead of trying to win the final Jeopardy, what Arthur's game theory sort of said to him, and what he used mathematically, was all I have to do is tie the person that wins. And I don't have to beat them by $1. I just got to tie them, and we both move on. It's a very interesting strategy. Very, very interesting. And he ended up going pretty far in Jeopardy. He pissed off a lot of audience members, and he pissed off, he frazzled some of the contestants by his strategy, because they're not used to that. They're used to people going 200 to 400 to 600 to 800. Instead of, he was just like 1,000. Alex, I will take Star Trek for 1,000. But it's quite an interesting story, and quite remarkable that after all the years of Jeopardy being on, somebody finally figured out that you can use game theory to hack the Jeopardy board. It's an interesting story. For those folks his name is Arthur Chu. You should read up on it. We don't have time to sort of talk through the whole bits of it, but it's quite remarkable what he was able to do. And this is what he said. He said, for us, this is what he said. For us, we're out there playing for real money, and quite a bit of money, he said. And I think it is obvious for me why that would be more important than making the game fun for the viewers at home. I don't get paid for that. I get paid to win the game. Love that. He's like, I'm trying to win, and thus I will impose my own strategy to do so.